Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start by taking a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart. And of course, this is the range that we've been dealing with all week. After buyers stepped up, after buyers stepped up here, from fundamental dollar news, prices consolidated in this area right before it came back into premium. Now it has gone back into premium, looking for any type of bearish momentum shift from any area of supply. If it did get there, and looking for any type of push to start taking out some of these lows, because technically from this internal structure, this is the area of demand that kept pushing prices higher and obviously broke structure to the upside. So right now, looking to see if it can test this lower high from the highs previous, or if this can continue to push up, go into this area of supply, or you can count this whole area as the buy before the sell to see if prices continue to push down from here. Of course, today starting off, it is looking bearish, but not necessarily a time, in my opinion, to go ahead and start just taking sells until I get confirmation that these lows are going to get taken out. But from there, this is just an opening gap, and I would expect the lows to be taken out as soon as prices start to accelerate and momentum picks up bearish. The swing structure bearish, internal structure is obviously bullish, right structure bullish internally, at least on the 4-hour. GBP USD, let's go ahead and map out the current range. And of course, this is the current 4-hour range we've been dealing with. Prices have retraced all the way back up into premium. After this consolidation, of course, internally, you can see it is bullish, swing structure overall bearish. So let me wait for everything to align and just look for any type of area of supply that price can react from in premium, waiting for any type of bearish momentum shift. If it does stay under this strong higher low, then I'll be looking for an opportunity to sell and target the lows of the overall range. As long as we start seeing acceleration, momentum, taking out some of the lows, taking out this area of demand that pushed these prices higher internally. Waiting to see the reaction again from this area of supply to see if selling opportunity presents itself, or to target the lows and continue prices lower. We'll just go over briefly DXY and the reason for those. Going low, we can see that this trend line on DXY possibly being held up. Of course, we're bullish, swing structure bullish for DXY. Getting higher, high lows. Then seller step back in. Of course, consolidated, what we were saying yesterday, you're right in this area of demand. Now it's broken down under, or traced back into discount of the overall range. There are still gaps under here, but just waiting to see if prices will hold over this trend line and not target. Then we'll be looking at a bearish market structure if it does continue to push down. But so far, this is higher than its higher. Prices are still higher than its higher low, even though structures break down to the downside overall. Swing structure bullish, breaking structure bearish, as long as it's not closing above any of these highs. Internal structure bearish. So wait for everything to align in order to take any opportunity. AUD USD. Let's go ahead and remember the current range. As these USD pairs are retracing back into premium, this is the area of supply I've been saying to look out for, but it looks like it already has closed above it. Well, no, prices are back in it now, but obviously swing structure bearish and internal structure turned bullish after this consolidation. Of course, breaking to the upside, market continued to push higher. Like I said, just continued to push into premium. Now looking for any type of momentum or acceleration from the sellers to push these prices back down, take out the liquidity sitting over these highs, under these lows, and past this area of demand that pushed these prices higher to target the lows of the overall range. Of course, it could continue to push higher, could go back into another area of supply that's further into premium. So just looking at any type of acceleration, any type of momentum shift in order to start looking for any type of opportunity to sell back down. NZD USD. It's the area of the range, 4-hour range. Of course, bearish structure. lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Then structure broke to the upside earlier this week. Like I was saying yesterday, look for any type of area of supply price could react from. Looks like it wicked down, but no strong closure above it. Did tap into premium of this overall range. Some structure still bearish, internal structure bullish. Making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Waiting to see if momentum can pick up to the downside, take out some of these lows, and target the lows of the overall range. But again, just like the other US dollar pairs, it could continue into higher and into another area in premium, into another supply area before actually accelerating down. So just looking to see price makes a decision if it can't continue to internally to be bullish. Just waiting for everything to align in order to take a sell back down. GBP AUD, let's go map out the current range. The range we've been dealing with, pretty much still in consolidation, not good price action. Overall, still swing structure bearish. But right now, as you can see, just choppy barcoding sideways in this area of consolidation. Price will eventually make a decision on whether it's going to start taking out these highs and go toward premium of this overall range or continue down. But right now, not looking for an opportunity until makes the decision on which direction it's going to go, and momentum picks up in either direction. Because the longer it stays here in this area of consolidation, the longer you don't know which direction it's going to go in. So obviously, it was trending down, swing structure bearish. Just an opportunity for it to reverse possibly and start heading toward the highs, but waiting to see if it does break down, I'll be looking at that opportunity once it does retrace and start targeting selling opportunities to continue prices lower. GBP NZD, similar chart. Let's go map out the current range. Last week we were waiting to see the reaction off of this trend line, of course. Buyer step back up. Every time it came back into premium, seller stepped in. Then buyers reacted from this trend line. Now we're going to be consolidating. It's really corrective structure with prices making higher highs, higher lows, but really just consolidating sideways in this channel. Just like with GBP AUD, it's pretty much just consolidating, still waiting just like with GBP AUD for any type of direction. There's liquidity sitting on these lows. I would expect it to continue because overall swing structure bearish. Internal structure bullish because it's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. So waiting for everything to align, waiting for any type of momentum to pick up toward the downside. Looking to see if we can take out if it does, the price does come back and picks up momentum and accelerates downward. See if it can't take out this trend line, see if it can target the lows of the overall range. But again, just like with GBP AUD, the longer it stays in this corrective pattern, in this consolidation, means that anything can happen. It can come out and just start going towards the premium. But this swing structure overall continues bearish. It's not still trending right now because it's consolidating, but if it does continue, we're looking for any type of selling opportunity once it does start taking out some of these lows, once it does start taking out this trend line and start headed toward lower prices. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us.